Every morning the world starts quietly, one soft light at a time. Homes flicker awake, shops open. People take those first small steps into a brand new day. And in all of that ordinary movement, there's something kind of extraordinary. A moment worth noticing, a spark you feel before you even name it. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's small, but kindness shows up right on time. And every morning we choose to show up with you so we can look for that spark together.
Good morning. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness guy, and this is Kindness Rising. Let's rise together.
Go ahead. Hello. Can you hear me now? This is fun. People enjoying watching me struggle with my microphone. Can you hear me now? It shows that it's testing properly. Can you hear me now? This is what happens when you. Yeah, you can hear me now, Sully. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Well, I am glad. Mom, I see you're trying to reach me. No audio. No audio coming through. Yep. All right. We are on. Good morning, everyone. Okay, this is what happens when you go remote. Absolutely. We are remote today. Remote from my sister's home. We're visiting again, but like always, I show up here 7:30 a.m. Eastern on Kindness Rising, and sometimes our audio doesn't work, and sometimes our video doesn't work. So I'm using a different camera and a different microphone than usual, but I am here. I am here. I'm here as the main character in this story because that's what we're talking about all this week. We're talking about the courage to be seen, and it's ending today. It's ending today as we continue our exploration on the idea of what happens when we become visible. The moment we stop waiting and start creating and doing something, that's our hero moment. It's rarely dramatic. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It's a quiet decision, a willingness, and a small step forward. That's what we're talking about here on Kindness Rising today. And over the past year, choosing visibility has changed how I experience opportunity. Not overnight, not all at once, but actually steadily, gradually, and consistently by showing up here on Kindness Rising with my friend Coco. She doesn't seem to really want to be here. Hi, Coco. Say hello. Say hello. Hello in Deutsch. Hello, hello from Germany. Nice. Phoenix VR, welcome, welcome in. I am great right now. We are doing okay. And I'm telling my story about how I showed up here online over the past year. Today is March 27th. It marks the anniversary. An anniversary for me, an anniversary, my parents' wedding anniversary as well. But for me, it's the anniversary, officially 1 year of Uncommon Kindness LLC. Kindness Rising started in July, but I'm talking about my year that started actually last February. Hello, 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 Phoenix. Hello, guests. Hello, and welcome in. I do not speak German, but I am glad you are here. I don't know what Katchen means. Congratulations, maybe. Happy anniversary. I don't know, but thank you. Happy anniversary to you, Mom. Anyway, uh, my point is, I'm telling my story. In February of last year, I began finally uh, really starting to, with some encouragement, starting to put myself out there. In March, I started sharing even deeper through some encouragement from, again, from some friends who I've met here online. And in April, I got invited to join my first live conversation on the Mornings in the Lab network, and basically haven't stopped since. Uh, Excuse me. So I am just grateful for all the support I've had throughout the past year. Excited for what's coming up in the new year in 2026 and beyond. And just happy to be here. So and building momentum, right? Because momentum, that's creating my confidence, and that confidence expands into possibility. And uh, yeah, when we have possibilities and opportunities, that's when behaviors start to change. And so for me, visibility didn't suddenly make everything easier. It made it uh, a little bit more consistent, committing to just being visible every day to make it clear. It's clearing my direction, my relationship, and my understanding of what I enjoy and how I enjoy building. And it all starts with a willingness, absolutely a willingness to try, to learn publicly, to improve gradually, all willingness to throw down some tunes. This morning, I forgot to do that earlier. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a great Friday as we roll in and talk a little bit about our core subject, which is the hero moment. The hero moment, which is not about becoming someone else. It's about recognizing we already have the agency, we already have the perspective, and we have the ability to contribute. Once we realize that, then we stop waiting for permission and we start participating with intentionality, with courage, and knowing confidence that we can shape what comes next. This is Kindness Rising. I'm glad you've joined me here this morning and every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern on Kindness Rising. That's what it is. We're on YouTube, on LinkedIn. We are everywhere. And we are part of the Mornings in the Lab, Mornings in the Lab Network, the place where you can come to get up and get after it every single weekday morning with myself here on Kindness Rising, Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Today is Friday, so John Petruccelli will be joining over on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends today for his BS or No BS segment. So get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends at 8 o'clock when we are done here. But I do want to do this first. I want to roll into our kindness spotlight. We always highlight organizations that are doing good in the world, that are leaning into the subject matter that we are talking about today and every day. And sometimes stepping into the spotlight is not really about seeking attention, but it's about accepting responsibility for the differences that you are capable of making. So I'm gonna try this. I've gotten better at that. I can tell you that. Oh, I had it. I'm getting better at it. And then I screwed myself up. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to be talking about an organization today. As soon as I can get their website up here. Vital Voices. Do you guys know who Vital Voices is? Vital Voices programs for leaders. Is it up there yet? Anybody seeing anything yet? All right. There they are. Yay, we're having fun today. For sure. Okay, it's working. There's their globe. Standing with leaders, especially in time of crisis, is what the Vital Voices Global Partnership is doing, was investing in women who are taking on the world's greatest challenges, because they have a simple but powerful belief that when more leaders are supported in using their voice, more communities can benefit from that perspective. The organization's work is all surrounded around women's leaders around the world, building business, leading nonprofits, strengthening communities, and advocating for meaningful change. Absolutely. Their approach recognizes something really important, and that's that leadership rarely begins under perfect circumstances, under perfect condition, but often begins when someone decides that their perspective matters and they're going to step up even before widespread recognition appears. Courage to speak, courage to build, courage to advocate, and courage to lead. That's what Vital Voices does in helping create environments where courage is supported rather than isolated, for women leading the way. So it's a pretty cool organization, been around. These organizations, I try to find organizations that have been around for, 20 plus years, and 28 years, Vital Voices Global Partnership, investing in women's leadership, supporting great challenges. Absolutely. Here's what they do, investing in all kinds of crisis response and holistic relationship building and financial investments from around the world. A very, very serious organization that's doing great work in lifting people up, headquartered in DC. Started in the late 90s by two people I've actually met, two women I have had the pleasure to meet in my life. Names you all might recognize. I don't even know if I'm on screen anymore. Am I even here? What am I doing? Okay. Oh boy. Struggling on the buttons from a remote location, but I appreciate that everybody is out there. Mike Sullivan, welcome in the Kindness Rising. Oh, nice. You have potential international global reach on YouTube. I do actually. I appreciate Sully, absolutely having a global reach here on YouTube. We've had people come in from all over. I think this is our first Phoenix VR, if you're still out there, our first friend joining us from Germany, but we've had people from all over India and Asia, or India's in Asia, but you know what I mean. Asia and Europe. I don't think I've had anybody from the southern hemisphere too much. I don't know. But anyway, but I appreciate that. That's one thing I love about going live every day is you never know who's going to show up and from where. Anyway, I was talking about Vital Voices. Vital Voices is an organization started in the late 90s by two women who I've had the pleasure to meet, two famous political women, regardless of what side of the political aisle you stand on, both secretaries of state in for the United States of America. One is a senator, former senator, and a former first lady, or a first lady. I don't know if you're ever former, right? I don't know. Anyway, Hillary Clinton and Madeleine Albright, both women who I have met in my life. They were the starters of this global partnership as the Clinton administration ended, and they started to do their civic duties, moving out of the political spotlight, so to speak. Anyway, met Madeleine Albright in a Japanese restaurant of all places in Bethesda, Maryland. And I actually had the honor and the privilege of being invited to Hillary Clinton's office when she was Senator Hillary Clinton from New York, meeting her in her office, and then walking over together to the Capitol steps where she was on her way in to do some voting and some photography. Saw some really cool stuff with that. Another great life experience that I had in meeting and spending time with a senator and a secretary of state and another secretary of state. I've actually met 3 secretaries of state in my life, part of the advantage of living in DC. This is not at all what this episode was supposed to be about, but apparently I'm just going to go ahead and ramble my story. Yeah, I've met 3 secretaries of state in my life. Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright, Secretary of State, and Colin Powell, Secretary of State. Pretty cool life experiences, opportunities that I have had in my life to meet people. When I lived in DC, when I lived in Washington D.C. for 8 years, people don't realize that these people are around. Like I said, I sit down at a Japanese restaurant with my buddies. We're ordering our bento boxes, and in walks Secret Service with Madeleine Albright and 2 other people who I don't recognize. I'm sure they're dignitaries of some kind. That was kind of a surprising and cool experience. I was invited to Hillary Clinton's office for a project I was working in, and Colin Powell I met for at an award ceremony that I was participating in DC. And I always say this about Colin Powell: I've never been in a place met a person who had people talk about magnetism and this like energy that surrounds them. Colin Powell had that for me for sure. I don't know why or what it was, but there was an electricity around that man. Pretty cool experience. Okay, how about we get back to what I was originally designated to talk about? It's all right. It's all right. I was going to move into, and I still will. As I try to get my act back together here. We're improvising today. It's okay. It's okay. It's fun to improv. Who's out there? I see numbers. I see people out there. Are you just watching me fumble around, or are you getting involved in the comments, in the chat? saying hello, telling us your story, where you've been, what is going on, how are you activating your main character energy and your courage to be seen. So, because it's Friday, and a lot of times on Friday we do our fandom Fridays, stories that we remember, things that we lean into, characters, actions, things uh, that we love, and that worlds and fandoms that we get into. And so today I'm going to talk about one. I'm going to talk about this guy. Oh, Frodo. Frodo Baggins. He's not the strongest character ever. He's not the most experienced. He's not the most confident. And he does not feel fully prepared for the responsibility that's placed in front of him. But when that moment arrives, he does not step forward because he feels powerful. He just knows and understands that the moment requires presence and participation, steady, quiet, persistent courage and leadership, willingness to carry responsibility and take the next step forward, even in the uncertainty. That is the inspiration of Frodo Baggins, because we don't always feel ready when opportunity appears, but we get ready just by doing it, just by participating, by being persistent. That's when our confidence fully arrives, and all you have to do is say, "I will try." That is Frodo Baggins and his persistence, leading to the destruction of the One Ring, but also his hero journey, and another hero's journey, a little bit different type of hero's journey in the world of fictional stories, but one that I too enjoy, a little bit different than Frodo Baggins, played by Elijah Wood. Maybe this is the connection for today. Elijah Wood playing Frodo Baggins. Well, this fictional character has a very similar last name in our fictional characters. I just gave away her fictional character with similar last name as Elijah Wood. Do we know out there in the world who I am talking about? Someone who's dismissed, judged unfairly, expected to fail, doesn't succeed by changing who she is, but rather by using her authenticity as her advantage and her curiosity as strength. Her willingness to show up consistently and visibility and confidence that grows through that. A story that started out on the screen and then moved to stage. Does anybody know the pink and blonde? I'm teasing it. Elwood's. Elwood's a character from Legally Blonde, of course. Her visibility allowed Natalie Wood. No, not Natalie Wood. Sully, I appreciate that. Natalie Wood. Wow, I don't know. Probably you, me, and my mother are the only people here who know who Natalie Wood is. But I appreciate that. I loved Natalie Wood. West Side Story, one of my all-time favorite performances. Absolutely. And a tragic ending for Natalie Wood, for sure. All right. Well, somehow I've managed to BS and improvise my way through most of today with my friend Coco over here, who wants to maybe be seen one more time on camera before it all winds down. But anyway, that's we were talking about. This was definitely an interesting, different kind of day today for us, wasn't it? That's okay. It's okay. I appreciate it. I promise that I will be here 7:30 a.m. Eastern every weekday morning, regardless of where I am in the world. I'm coming today from my remote location. The second time I've streamed from my sister's dining room. Um, and sometimes we just do that when we're on the road and we're moving and grooving. But I promise to be here on the mornings in the lab Network with you every single morning, 7:30 a.m. weekday mornings, getting on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends at 8. Today, John Petrocelli will be joining over there with his BS or no BS. I don't know. Who knows what they're going to be talking about over there, but I'm sure it will be another fascinating day. And as always, I want to give a kindness call. Kindness call. This is your challenge for the day. We always have a little bit of a challenge every day just to take one step, small step forward. One small step forward. There it is. We're taking steps forward. We're sharing ideas, encouraging other people, asking thoughtful questions, and offering perspective because we participate in the conversation and choose contribution over observation, creation over consumption here at Kindness Rising, creating something, putting our world view out there, using the phrase courage to be seen, the phrase courage to be seen. Absolutely. Here's the thing, small but visible steps, they often create unexpected opportunity. That hero moment that rarely feels heroic at the time, but often feels like creativity, willingness, and participation. That's the hero moment. That's the courage to be visible. And what we're doing here on the Mornings in the Lab Network, if you want to have the courage to be visible yourself, you have the courage. We'll help you find the courage to be visible on the network that gets you up every weekday morning. I love that little keyboard too. This is a good one. This is a good one. All right, creating music. That's what we do. Another thing you can do when you join the Mornings in the Lab Network, if you want your own show, you want to create your own vibe, your own music, we'll help you do that. You want to bring your message to the world, we can help you do that in a fun and energizing and supportive way that allows you to bring your best self to the world. The world's changing. The world is changing, and if you want to be a part of what's next, join the Mornings in the Lab Network, where we are blending realities, mixed reality, and blurring the lines a little bit, and mostly having fun and bringing ourselves forward to help ourselves grow every single day with the Mornings in the Lab and the Mornings in the Lab team. Thank you for celebrating my 1 year celebration for Uncommon Kindness. Thank you for celebrating and being here, showing up every day with me. Here's the thing, choosing to be seen does not guarantee immediate recognition, but choosing not to participate, that's going to guarantee that your possibilities are limited. So show up. Visibility creates opportunity, and authenticity reduces the pressure, right? It reduces the pressure, authenticity. Just be yourself. You don't have to worry about it. Build your confidence, create connection, because the courage to show up every day tells your story, shows your story, that your voice does not need to reach everyone to matter to someone. Some days I come here and there's only one or two of us. Some days I come here and there's dozens of us. Whatever it is, I come here every weekday morning to help you get up with hope, humanity, and heart. Just remember this. Get on out there and show yourself, because someone is waiting for you. They're waiting for your encouragement. They're waiting for your perspective, and they're waiting for you to lead by example. Because participation creates possibility, possibility creates connection, and connection creates growth. Sometimes the hero moment is just the simple decision to step forward, accept responsibility, and move forward one step at a time. That's what we're doing here on Kindness Rising. It's time. I've yacked for a half an hour after getting over my technical difficulties and after dealing with my producer support Coco the kitty came and helped us out today. Now it's time on this Friday morning to get over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I don't get to do the show tomorrow or Sunday, but I will be back here on Monday morning, 7:30 a.m. So have a great weekend, everyone. And until then, stay uncommon and stay kind. What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day.